Oh, it's so cold, it's so cold. Good morning everyone, welcome back to my allotment diaries. My name is Emma, these are my allotment diaries. I'm now in my third year of growing on this allotment plot and I'd love for you to follow my journey, especially if you are a new allotment grower, because I'm still making all the mistakes, so hopefully you don't have to, or at least don't have to make half of them. So I'd love for you to subscribe to my channel. You can just click that link below now. I've also got a blog, an Instagram and a Facebook account, so feel free to come and follow me at all those places and we can just have fun all day, every day. Oh, these intros are getting so bad. Anyway, I do apologise. I've had a lot of messages from you about my polytunnel. I really appreciate all the comments and advice that you guys give me. I'm so sorry that I can't always get back to you. I've just got so much going on, and that's really exciting because I've got lots of like written, paid written articles that I'm doing this year, a lot of work with brands, and some exciting other work with other sort of Instagrammers and vloggers, which is really exciting. I'm so grateful for it all. It does mean that my time is sort of being pulled all over the place at the moment, so I do apologise. But back to the polytunnel situation. Now, a lot of you have said that the place where I'm decided to put my polytunnel is not a great idea because it's under a tree. And after a little bit of research, I did discover on Google that is the case. You shouldn't really put a polytunnel under a tree. Several reasons really. Number one, the birds will poo all over the top of it. Number two, did I say A or two? B. Anyway, start that again. Number one, the birds will poo all over the top of it because they like to use trees as communal toilets. That's just where they do their thing. So that's not good. Two, it's going to block out the light. Obviously the tree is going to get leaves because that's what happens to trees. Just in case you live on an alien planet and you don't know. Trees get leaves and that causes shade. Number three, if there's a storm or something, a branch could fall down and tear a hole in my polytunnel. And number four, the roots of the tree are going to seriously impact my growing ability. So there are lots and lots of reasons why under a tree might not be the best place. However, having said all that logical thought spilling out my mouth like butter, I don't know where else to bloody put it. So we're going to have to sort of do a little bit of an investigation and see. It's so muddy in here. Oh my god. Why is that so dusty? We're going to have to go and see. Come on, let's do it. So there are many reasons why I've chosen that corner of my plot to put my polytunnel, mainly because I don't know where else to put it. I've got stuff growing in all of these beds here, so it can't go at the front. Arguably, this is where I get the most sun. Here, this is like the most sun that I get at my entire plot, and that is the reason why I put sweet corn in there and things like that, and like tomatoes and dahlias sort of used to go over there, because this is like where I get the most sun. However, like, where am I going to grow my sweet corn and dahlias if I can't grow them there? This is where at the moment I've decided to put my polytunnel, and you can see up here the tree. Situation being, this is where I had the most space to put a polytunnel, but I do understand the point. I mean, it's not just one tree, it's like several trees. I mean, that tree is going to get leaves, isn't it? And that's just what trees do, they just get leaves, and it's right going to be here. So I can understand the concern. I also have these buildings around here, which at first I thought would be a good thing because it's a bit of like wind protection. But now I'm thinking about it, you know, maybe it's not the best place for it. I don't know. Let's get my tape measure. Obviously, the situation will be that this is the best time of year to do a complete rejig because not much is growing. So it makes sense to do it now. It's just whether I can be bothered, but I think I can be bothered as long as I've got a suitable plan in place. So let's do the measuring. Now, I think last week I did tell you that my polytunnel is 4 by 4 meters. That's massive. It's not 4 by 4 meters. It's 4 meters squared, which means it's 2 by 2 meters, which makes a lot more sense. I know I'm not good at sizing up, but I'm not that bad. Right. Doesn't feel that big. It's quite annoying actually because It's like the perfect place for it, but the only other perfect place is here, behind where you are right now. So if I move you over there, I'll just measure this up and just see. The reason I look so frustrated is because I genuinely think that's probably a better place, and the reason I think it's a better place is because it's already getting more sun. Like, it's already in sun over there. It means I'm gonna have to move everything over. I think we're just gonna do it because I think this is the best time of year to do it, and I'll have to reconsider this area over here. It's fine, it's okay. Right, okay. So what we're going to do essentially is move the compost from there to over there, and then try and clear this area for a polytunnel, and that's just what we're going to have to do. Luckily I've got loads of cardboard at home because we're getting loads of stuff delivered, so yeah. Alright, let's just get on with it. Do you ever find yourself, when you've got a really big task in front of you, you find yourself like even less motivated than you normally would? It's like mulch a bed, and I'm like, yeah, I'm on top of it. And it's like move a compost pile, and I just find a million excuses not to do it. I don't know what's wrong with me. I think it's a defence mechanism that my brain's doing to try and stop me from working too hard. It's not going to work, brain. I'm going to do it. Just thinking, I have a couple of pallets there. I'm wondering if it's worth using them to make a little compost area there. I might try and do that and just see if I can get it standing up. In here that I'm moving from here to there, can it be used on my bed? I think this is actual compost. I think I can just put this on my bed now. Obviously not all of it is sort of rotted down properly, but I definitely think that that is some form of compost, and if I put that in my bed, maybe it'll rot down a bit more. I think it might be worth giving it a go, so I'm going to fill up a wheelbarrow with some of this and put it on one of my beds. I know what you're thinking, pretty beautiful robins jumping on my new raised bed, trying to get the worms. That's it though, that's what they're after, the worms. It makes them feel a bit less like gardener's best friend, and it makes me feel more like an accomplice to a serial killer. I've just basically sacrificed a load of worms to the robins, and the robins have just allowed that to happen. Evil little buggers, aren't they? Strength is like failing you and you feel like so super weak. That's how I feel right now. I feel like a complete weakling, but I think that's sort of where I want it. It's not straight, it's a bit wonky, but then everything is in life, isn't it? All the best things are a bit wonky. I think that's a better compost arrangement, because then the big things can go in there, and then as that gets smaller I can put it into there and then actually use it. Right, I have to sort out this area now, and that's where my polytunnel will go, I think. So for those of you asking, I'm very interested, this is what has been sitting at the bottom of my compost bin for about 2 years. I'm assuming that this is perfectly usable compost. I don't know for sure, but I hope it is. Right, we're going to leave it there today because I've managed to move all of that all the way to over there. That was a really big job, and this is where my new polytunnel will go, so I'm just going to measure up again. I do apologise for the state of the camera in those last few shots. Absolutely awful. It's just because I'm like wet and muddy and just trying to pick up the camera. The camera's covered in mud, by the way. All the robins are already here. Should I say serial killers? Hi guys. Right, so what I'll do is quickly measure up again. I was just trying to see how much of that big pile there I needed to clear out and stuff to actually put the polytunnel down. It looks like it's quite a bit of it, so that's fine. I mean, it's not fine, but it's, you know, I'll do it. Right, okay, I feel good. Let's tidy up and get in the shed. Right, so I'm not entirely sure how interesting you will find this vlog. I think the lesson learned is it's better to make changes now than later on, when I've already put the polytunnel up and I've already started growing things in it and everything, and then I start finding all the problems like the shade from the tree and the tree falling onto it and the birds pooing all over it. So I'm really glad that you guys pulled me up on it, even though it's a lot of work, very muddy, not very pleasant job. Definitely better to get it done now, and I'm really grateful. So thank you to all your comments telling me that the polytunnel under the tree was a bad idea. So I feel good now. I'm getting it done. I'll come back tomorrow and the next day and just keep going with it basically, and it will get done. I mean, I've done loads in one day, so imagine what I can do in 2. That's the attitude, isn't it? I hope you enjoyed the vlog today. If you did, do subscribe to my channel, and I will be back on Friday. See you Friday, guys. Bye.